friends. We're trying to be the least, obnoxious tourists who just come to objectify. We're trying to be sensitive and to feel like visitors, like guests. I give tours of the Hasidic community that I hope are informative, balanced, and humanizing, and give a little bit of a sense of New York City as a city of communities. There is a language difference. You might have noticed, maybe if you had interactions with Hasidic Jews, that the men often speak with an accent. What's unique in how this news is reported?
No photograph.
No photograph. I was Hasidic for the first 25 years of my life, and I left as a young mother with my son. I would say I left because I couldn't find my place here. It was not making sense for me anymore to live by the many expectations of this world. But at the same time, it was a little bit of an all or nothing. You either are in or out, and I didn't want to be in or out. I wanted to stay attached in ways that were meaningful because this was like my entire formative life. And many other things. So here, this is an example of a grocery store. Everything here is going to be unique. There is a supervising body that is overseeing the manufacturing. Happy to hear. So we're going to have something called the crunchy fried lox. In 5 minutes until the tour started, I figured out everything about this woman's shira. Tours became a way for me to stay connected that felt authentic, and also for me to maybe to have a voice, to articulate things that when I was Hasidic I wasn't able to articulate. People have very large families, and a big part of how they raise very large families is the community aspect. On the tour, people will see a very robust kind of cultural ecosystem that allows for this Hasidic population to transplant and preserve a way of life that was almost annihilated in the Holocaust. So you see USB sticks or DVDs, or these, which are kosher MP3 players. And this to dress up as grown-up dads with a married men's hat. Well, this is... I hope that people on my tour walk away with empathy and appreciation for difference, maybe food for thought, thinking that it's better to live in a world where we don't all live the same, where we allow for different ways to continue. Oh. Okay.
She comes in and she brings in people from all over the world, and it brings us a lot of recognition or to the entire world,
I just thought it would be an interesting opportunity to explore something with somebody who is as knowledgeable as she has been, and somebody who came from this place and came from this space.
So this is going to be our final stop. Anyone's eaten here before? The famous Galib's Deli? Do you know what's in the window?
I've been following her for a while, and I live in Brooklyn, so I live in really close to this Hasidic community. So I was kind of like really curious about how they live and how they continue with their traditions. So that's why I want to take the tour.